Hello, Unbreakable Souls. It is Friday, January 17th. I'm going to do a reading. But first, let me tell y'all about this dream that I had. It was a dream like no other. I was definitely in a different realm. My notes after waking up said I was in some form of a spiritual world. It was my same house, but it was like me, and then the roles as far as the individuals in my house were the same, but the people were not the same people. Anyways, it was, long story short, there was a spirit that was in my house that was like playing games, moving things around, opening blinds after I've closed them, standing at the bottom of my steps, kind of playing with like taunting, like it was more like a taunting spirit, but it was in the form of like a young girl, which it was like different. It took different forms of different people, but it started off as a young girl, one that was not my daughter, and then one that was, but the young girl didn't look like my daughter. I knew it was my daughter, but it wasn't my daughter, which told me that, okay, I'm in some type of different, I'm like in a different world right now, basically. But anyways, it forced me to chant, kind of like, I basically had to, I was cleansing my home, trying to get rid of the spirit. Right now, my mind is going blank as to what I was chanting, but it was something along the lines of, you are not allowed here, get out. Oh, it was remove yourself, remove yourself. Remove yourself from this home, remove yourself. And I'm like trying to burn my Palo Santo stick, and the lighter's not working, and I'm still chanting, remove yourself, you are not allowed here, remove yourself, get out, you are not allowed here. And then at some point, the young lady that was supposed to be my daughter was infiltrated by this entity. So then I'm chanting over this girl that's supposed to be my daughter, remove yourself, you are not allowed here, get out. And it's like the spirit then left the girl that was supposed to be my daughter, and then that same being, that same thing or daughter, the same girl that was supposed to be my daughter, then turned into a man while still laying there, and then kind of like is acting like they're, I don't know, unconscious. And then I say, you think I don't know when you're still here? And then the man kind of looks at me and chuckles and smirks, and then I continue to say it, remove yourself, get out of here, you are not, get out, you are not allowed here, remove yourself. Meanwhile, I'm still burning my Palo Santo. It's burning some, but it's not really getting a good burn, so I'm constantly having to light my lighter and light this Palo Santo stick. And then I'm still chanting, and in my dream I'm imagining, I'm not imagining, but visualizing the spirit. Like I'm trying to control the spirit, remove the spirit with my mind. So I'm visualizing the spirit removing itself from my home and going out of my windows. And it did show that my windows were open. So once I visualized it leaving my home, I woke up. And when I tell you, I went right downstairs and got my Palo Santo stick and cleansed my entire house. And when I say the entire house, I think I missed the 1/2 bath, which really at the back of my mind right now is telling me I should have gotten that half bath. Like, something was telling me to cleanse every inch, every square foot of my home that I reside in, as far as like my living space and where we go. So I got up immediately and did that, and I actually chanted the same things that I was chanting in my dream. Remove yourself, any evil entity, any monitoring spirits, anything sent to harm myself or my family or those I love, or, you know, just anything that's sent in my home to try to harm me. Remove yourself. You are not allowed here. Ancestors closest to the sun, you are allowed. Anything else, you are not. Like, I'm saying this going, it was like 5 in the morning that I'm doing. Like, I woke up at like 5, maybe 4 or something, 5 o'clock. And I did that. I went in every room except the half bath, which, right as I'm saying this, I want to go in there and like cleanse that part, but I'll do that. But a dream like no other. It was like I was in a different realm, mirrored like a different universe type of situation, a alternate universe, but more on the spiritual side of things, like the spiritual world. So not sure what that means. Not sure if any of y'all had similar weird dreams last night or going into this morning. But something's telling me that there is something trying to attack you in your home spiritually. And we talked about this. We talked about spiritual attacks happening, and it's really happening. But something tried to attack me in my dreams last night. Something tried to attack me spiritually and my home and my family and the people in it. Try to attack in my dreams, and I was able to ward them off and do the necessary protection. I'm hearing spells that were necessary in my dream as well. So some of y'all might need to do that, because I'm getting the spiritual attacks in the 3D and now in my dreams. Did y'all see that? How it just went away and lit up again? Holy Spirit, God, ancestors, I ask that you protect me from any negative, evil spirits that may try to come and harm myself or my family. Any evil spirits, monitoring spirits, anything sent to harm myself or my family or my loved ones and collective, I return that to sender so strong that they don't even think about testing us again. At this point, I think it's more than just, it's deeper now. And I'm just so grateful for the protection. If you are new here, y'all, I have to start this right now. So usually I do a whole spiel, but something told me that I need to do that right now. So that's why I'm cleansing this space. I'm putting a protection spell over me right now, because ancestors closest to the sun, you are allowed. Anything else, you are not. I only accept love, light, peace, wisdom, guidance. Love, light, peace, wisdom, guidance in this reading. Love, light, peace, wisdom, guidance. Nothing else. Anything else, any negativity, anything else, you are blocked. You are not allowed here. You must go. Get out. Remove yourself. Remove yourself. Y'all, like, the spiritual stuff is different, man. You know, I know, I speak, I feel, I am love. I know, I speak, I feel, I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel, I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel, I'm connected. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out the channel. This channel is specifically to help protect, provide warnings and messages and guidance to those who are looking to get closer to their spirituality, or are having an awakening right now. If you were brought to this channel, there was a reason, so definitely subscribe. God brought you to this channel, put me in your algorithm for a reason. And then move over to the right, hit that drop down, and select all, so that you know when all of the messages and videos are coming through. Again, my videos aren't always rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes it can be very serious. Some serious warnings about individuals in your life, about things going on in your life, 3D and 5D, spiritually and just physically. There's a lot going on right now, y'all. So to those who are returning, thank you so much for coming back and going with me through this ride, and taking this journey with me, and wanting to become and remain unbreakable. This channel, again, is for unbreakable souls, not allowing spiritual attacks or physical attacks to break you. Hardships in life, whether it's in any shape or form, just not allowing things to break you, more so make you as an individual, both human and spiritually. So we're gonna start the reading, y'all. And it was like, when I woke up, it was like, it kind of like, it was a quick hint of like fear. But in my video, not in my video, in my dream, I didn't feel scared. I felt, well, I did feel a little scared, but more so kind of like the scared, the scary feeling that you have when you are in danger. When you're in danger, but if you're a parent, then you know this. Or just, I guess not, you don't have to be a parent, but when you're in danger, not so, I used to work at in an environment to where it was very dangerous. It could have been very dangerous for my life. I worked for the state. And there was a feeling like, not of fear, but just of there was a hint of fear there, but also underlining sense of courage to protect myself and those around me, basically. That's how I felt in there. I was definitely scared, but not too scared to try to protect what was mine, try to protect those in my home, try to protect my home, and I definitely looked that I'm hearing demon in the face. And told them to remove themselves. You are not allowed here. Remove yourself. Get out. And I screamed from the depths of my soul and visualized that evil spirit leaving my home. Like, kind of like I pushed them out with my mind and my whole soul, my whole body. Y'all, I don't even know. It was crazy, but let's get this started, huh? I hope I said everything I was supposed to say. If not, alright, but something told me that I had to hurry up and get that through before I even did this. Alright, Holy Spirit. What message do I have for the collective? 2, 4, 6. Kind of had me shook a little. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. if you're new and this is your first time watching me, then you'll need patience. If not everything's going to resonate with everyone. I know I didn't say that at the beginning of the video. But if you are drawn to watch the entire video, have the patience to kind of see what this message is, then this message is most likely for you. If for some reason you're getting a sense of impatience, like you're just like, okay, this is taking too long, then this probably isn't the message for you, and that's fine. If you're drawn to end this video early, then this probably isn't the message for you. But if you're drawn to sit and watch the entire thing and go through the entire reading, most likely something in that message, something in this reading will resonate with you. So take that how it resonates. But there's someone who is definitely unstable. Unbalanced. And then it's like someone who either needs to find the strength to someone is unstable, realizing kind of who they are, and something's being revealed to them. And maybe the fact that they're unstable is what's being revealed to them. But they may be going into isolation, like into hermit mode. Or someone's trying to find the strength to keep going. Someone is unstable but trying to find the strength to keep going. Yeah, they're definitely feeling defeated. Like they don't know what to do. They're feeling defeated. There's an end of a cycle here. So maybe this feeling unbalanced, unstable, not knowing how to go on, feeling like they don't know anything, feeling like they don't know how to move on. They don't know how to carry on. They are feeling defeated. But they know that this is an end of a cycle. Take that how it resonates. Someone here is, again, unbalanced, unstable, not sure how to go on. They're unsure. They don't know what to do here. What they do know is that they need to grow up. They need to get disciplined. And they need to change their life. Okay. Okay. What else? They know something has to change here. Something has to end. They're trying to pull themselves out of, it seems like, depression. They need to grow up. They need to grow up. They need to grow up, pull themselves out of depression, change their reality. Change their life is what I'm getting. Reality is just... Let me get one more, please. One more. Thank you. We've got 11:11 here. So this person may, because they know they need to change their life, they need to change their reality and get disciplined. I think they're going towards, they're going to God. They might be praying. But this feeling that they're having, this situation that they're going through is actually a soul ascension. They're transforming. They're going through a transformative period. This is a tower then. This spiritual, emotional tower. This is more internal. I'm not getting, like, some people that go through towers might lose, like, material things. This person is going through something internally, mentally, spiritually. They're going through a spiritual tower. And that kind of takes me back to the dream I had, right? I said that I was in like a different universe, like I was more in the spiritual world versus the 3D world. This person is going through a spiritual. This is spiritually. This is a spiritual thing for this person. It's internal. It's not like at all material. Yeah, some things are changing for them spiritually. I can't tell if it's positive. Like, it seems like they are going through it. This internal conflict that they're having with themselves, as far as not knowing how to move on, not knowing what to do, feeling unbalanced, feeling unstable, knowing that they have to change their life. This is a part of a soul ascension for them, and they are transforming. And I'm hearing that this is something they're going to have to do on their own. They're not going to be able to get assistance from anybody else to make this change within themselves. They may be used to having support. From others. But because this is internal, because this is spiritual, it's something that they have to do by themselves. Yeah, they're going through a rebirth. Inner healing is what's happening here. And they're not going to get, this is something that they have to, I'm getting they have to do this by themselves. It's like nothing that anyone can say to them right now, nothing's going to fix what they're going through. There's nothing anyone can do outside of them that can fix what they're going through right now. They have to be the one to fix it. This could be a Virgo. Take it how it resonates. They're definitely looking at themselves in the mirror, looking at their reflection, looking at their life and realizing that it's not what it appears to be. Looking at their life and realizing that the foundation they thought they think they have is not really on, it's not a real foundation, it's cracked. The environment that they're in isn't really clear and abundant and happy. It's murky. It's dark. There's no sunshine. There's no growth. Realizing that even to where like how they see themselves is a distorted image. And like I said, it could be like in the 3D, this person could be wear like nice clothes and act happy and have like a counterpart that seems that's perfect and supportive and protective and whatever. But on the inside, they are broken. On the inside, that foundation is broken. And on the inside, when I say the inside, spiritually, just the whole situation spiritually is broken. It's murky. It's not what it appears to be. They're under judgment right now. They may be judging themselves. Whatever's happening, they're under judgment right now. Just facing consequences of their actions. Yeah, they're looking at themselves and seeing that, okay, internally I'm not who I think I am. And nothing can fix this other than themselves. Nothing, no one, nothing can fix them. They're unbalanced, they're unstable, they don't know how to move on, they don't know how to be whole by themselves. They know they have to change. Spiritually, this is happening to them because in the spirit world, in the 3D world, they put themselves on a pedestal, but in the spirit world, they're not it, basically. And this is this mental anguish that they're going through is the consequences of their actions. They're under judgment. It's a battle between, like, within themselves, light and darkness. They're seeing who they are. They're seeing the dark side of them. And that's a part of transformation, right? Really seeing who you are and understanding who you are, both inside and out, spiritually and physically. Yeah, this is definitely something about them that no one else knows or no one else can see. This is something that they're realizing about themselves. What else? I want it to come out. They're angry about this. They're angry. Confirmation. Told you, my dog always in some way, shape, or form. Some way, shape, or form lets me know the energy in my house. But what I'm getting is they may be angry that now everyone knows. This was something before that no one else knew, but I think that this is being exposed about them, who they really are, that they're not who they appear to be. It's being exposed and they're angry. They're angry that people know who they are and what they are. They're under judgment. But I wouldn't be worried about people. If this is a cross watcher watching this, if this is whoever's watching, I don't think this is you, collective. I'm not getting that this is you, but this is someone that's connected to you. They're angry that people are realizing who they are, that they're not perfect, that they're not, sitting up on a pedestal. They're not, if they're a woman, they're not a super good, like they're not the best mother. They're not, if they're not super feminine, they're not that. And they're angry. They're really angry on the inside, and they're really, they've really got some issues, which I told you. If you can't remember what I said, rewind it back a little bit, but they're going through some stuff internally, spiritually, and they're realizing about themselves, and they realize that their life does have to change. There's nothing that anyone can say or do that will change this for them but them. They have to, if they're not already looking at themselves in the mirror, I think they are. I think they are realizing who they are, and people are now realizing who they are, and they feel like they're under judgment. Whether people are judging them or not, they feel like they're under judgment, and that's just because of how they feel. It's a projection. So my daughter has this teammate, this friend, who always constantly talks about this another teammate or another girl in the athletic world. She's a little, she's not the average. She's not like your typical athletic build, but the girl is an athlete. The girl is like a beast, right? So she's going places for sure. But my daughter's friend, like, always talks about the girl and kind of her body and stuff like that. My daughter, we were talking about this yesterday, and it's funny that this is coming out because I talked about projection But my daughter said, you know, and it's kind of weird, Mom, because so and so, the one that's talking about this girl, said, you know, when people do that, it's just a projection of their insecurities internally. And she's like, so does that mean that she has an issue with her body? And that's why she's talking about this other girl's body, right? So the point is that people do project things based on how they treat other people. This person here feels like they're under judgment, probably because they're judging themselves. They're angry. They're angry about what they're finding out. They're angry about, I think they're angry about what they're finding out about themselves. They're realizing that, dang, I'm really not who I thought I was, or I really do have issues. I really do, like, nothing else. Like, they're mad. They're rage. They're in rage right now. And to be honest, collective, I think this is that snake that we were talking about a couple of readings ago. If you haven't seen that video, throat chakra, if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. We talked about a snake. I'm getting that this is that snake we were talking about. They're angry that people know about them now. Know that they're a snake. They can't hide it anymore. Hold on. Yeah, they understand. They do understand this about themselves. So this is them this is them finding out and understanding things about themselves, or something was definitely revealed, or it's about to be revealed or understood. I can't tell, collective, if this person feels this way, or if people have found this out about this person. That hasn't been clear to me yet. But something definitely has come out about this person. This person is mad about it, whether it's them being mad at themselves and understanding themselves, or just being mad that they're feeling judged, that people realize that they're not who they say they are. But I'm seeing that this person is looking at a reflection of themselves and seeing something completely different than what they appear to be. And when I say completely different, it's not in a good way. Everything is cracked, murky, unstable, not growing. So they're mad about that coming out. They might be in isolation, but something is definitely about to be revealed as far as that goes, and it's going to be justice. Maybe for you, collective. which I don't think you're seeking justice, but something's about to happen. Something's about to be revealed, and it will be something's about to be revealed about this separation, about why you guys are no longer talking and things like that. But I think people know. I think people know already. They're definitely at a standstill. This is justice. I think definitely a tower moment, but it's like a spiritual tower. There's some definitely some things have stopped completely for this person. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how to go on. They don't have, they don't, I mean, I think they know that they have to change their life, but they're so worried about how other people see them, worried about looking like something they're not, instead of just working on themselves. They want to look like they're this, like pristine and just all, whatever. Just they put themselves definitely on a pedestal when really internally, spiritually, they're not. It's not that. And something's going to be revealed, and it's going to be justice for you, collective, and it's definitely going to put this person at a standstill. The sun came out. The sun card came out above the something's going to be revealed and stand still. Maybe something's going to be revealed to themselves of why they're... I think they know, though. I don't think they're dumb. I think something is about to be exposed about this person. Something's about to be exposed, or something's being exposed. There's being a light shed on this person. Yeah, something's being exposed, that they're not who they say they are. If they said they were spiritual, they're not spiritual. If they said they were whatever they said they were, whatever they try to make appear like that's being exposed, whether it's been exposed already or not. They're definitely realizing, people are realizing who they are, and that's why they're upset. Not only I think they're also realizing who they are. But I think they always knew who they are, who they were, or who they are. I think they're upset because they're being exposed somehow, some way. I mean, it is what it is. The snake, this is the snake collective. If you haven't seen the video, go back and watch that video. What happened, how they snaked you, that was exposed. And they're mad about it. They're mad that now everyone knows who they really are and what they really are. They may have said they may have tried to come off like you were crossing boundaries, but really they were. by snaking you out behind your back. Major decisions came out. They got to make a major decision that came out on top of them knowing that something's got to change. Knowing that if they make a decision to change their life, that it may be good for them. Give me more. Hold on. This person's definitely selfish. Stubborn, doesn't want to take anyone's help. I don't think they want to listen. They know what they got to do, but they're not listening. Yeah, they're not listening. They're not listening. It's definitely clear that they're not who they appear to be, who they say they are. Maybe who they thought they were. They finding that out and they're mad about it. I don't know. It's like, you gotta know you're you, right? Unless you've never been you, unless you've been fake your entire life and you didn't really know who you were. But you gotta know at some point who you are. There's no way that you can be this type of person and not know that you're that type of person. If that's the case, then are you delusional? Are you like in an alternate reality? Told y'all my dream, I was in a different reality spiritually. I don't know, maybe they were living in an alternate reality. The projection card came out, definitely projecting. Projection card just came out. You gotta know. There's no way that this person doesn't know who they are. And now everybody else knows. And they're mad about it. Everybody else knows how they were being a snake to you, collective. This is I'm not even fine. I don't even feel you in this. This is strictly about them, which tells me that they're going, they messed with the wrong one, right? It wasn't just like, they may do this kind of, they may snake people around like through their lives all the time and things like that, and never really, maybe had some karma, but the karma they're getting right now, the justice that you're getting right now, collective, it's making them, it's forcing them to look at themselves in the mirror internally, not just like, oh, I have something on my face. No, like, internally, whatever they did to you, the justice that you're getting, that's the type of effect you have on people. See, when people do things to you and you you disconnect with them and you walk away. You just always been you. The justice that you get without even knowing you're getting justice, it forces people to, that's who you are. You force people to look within themselves. Those are the lessons that you teach people. That's your purpose. That's your gift, collective. One of many that you have, that has always come naturally. You may have been someone to where you're around people and they always feel like you're judging them. And you're just like, what? I'm not judging you. I'm just being myself. Like, I'm not judgmental. Like, to you, you may think like judgmental is like, see, there's kind of like what my daughter said, you know, a girl was judging another girl about her body, but that's not the type of judginess that they were trying to tell you. When they're around you, they feel judged. Because when you come into people's lives and you enter their lives and you're in their lives or whatever, however way, family, friends, relationships, when you leave their lives, they're stuck with having to look at themselves, with having to look in the mirror and learn about themselves. That's what you do. I'm getting that's what you're here for. You're here to help people awaken. It's probably why you've been through so many toxic relationships and so many toxic situations. You probably have never known this, collective, but when you leave those situations somehow, some way, when they end, whether people are walking away from you or you walking away from them or things just dissolve, when you exit their life, they go through an awakening. That's what's happening to this person. And sometimes it's hard to open your eyes, right? Sometimes you don't want to wake up. So you're fighting it because you love, it kind of reminds me like people who are in prison, right? They love being asleep because they can escape their reality. They hate it when people wake them up. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody in jail or in prison, is to wake them up from their dreams, because that's where they can escape their true reality. When you walk into people's lives, they're in a different reality. Kind of like the dream I had, right? Like, I was in a different reality, fighting off demons, fighting off evil spirits. The worst you can do to somebody in a situation they don't want to be in, or in a delusional state, in a dream state, is wake them up. Is wake them up and force them to face their reality, force them to live in their reality, to live with who they are, to live with what they've done, to live with the consequences that they're dealing with, to live with those things. That's the worst thing you can do, but that's what you do, collective. When you go into people's lives, that's what's happening to this person. They're awake and they're mad about it. Because in their dream world, they were perfect. In their dream world, they were perfect. That's all I can say. They're realizing now that they're not. And they're realizing that people know that they're not. I think they even thought people believed that they were perfect. I think they thought people believed that they were who they were trying to portray themselves to. But people, they're realizing now, they're coming to a realization now. They're realizing that I'm the only one that believed that I was this person. Everybody else knew, and now I know who I am. Now I know what I am. That's the only way I can think of why this person would be mad about what they're finding out about themselves, is that they're finally awake. They're waking up. They're waking up. And they're realizing that the person that they are is not, I'm hearing, not a good person. has not done good things, has been a snake, has been evil, has tried to manipulate people, cast spells on people as far as controlling them and saying things, manipulating them with their words, with their body, with their looks. But the internal stuff, the spiritual stuff, woo, that's broken. Not broken, just... Anyway, then we had 5 more cards pop out here. Their inner self is now projecting. It's always been projecting outward. Everybody everybody around them knew who they were, but they never believed. They didn't know that people knew that they were this person, that they didn't know that people knew they were a snake. I think that's what's happening. They're realizing, like, wait, everybody knew this? I don't even think they thought they were a snake. They're finding it hard to live in their truth. Finding it very hard to live in their truth, but it's out. And they've got to live in it now. Now that they're awake, and now that they know that people know who they are, now they're having to live in that light. And when I say light, like now the light is how the sun is beaming on my face right now, shining a light on me, illuminating everything. You can see my pore, everything. You got to live in that. You got to live in your imperfections. And figure out, how you want to be. But that's what it is. I was going to close the blinds, but I'm like, no, I got whatever. Y'all going to see everything. They're forced to live in their imperfections. And they're going to have to change. They don't like it. Very unstable. Very unstable. They don't want to be themselves. I think that tells me, okay, maybe they did know who they were, and they liked fooling everybody. They liked it that everyone thought they were one thing when they're really not. But now they're forced to live in their truth. It's like their world has changed in a way to where material things are not even, like, at this point, I think they would rather lose a house and money and stuff than to have to live in this. I think they'd rather be on the street and have people think that they were who they were trying to portray, than to have people know who they really are. They don't. They are very unstable, emotionally unstable. Because they have to live in their truth. And they have to let the sun shine on who they are. Okay. And then it's telling me, like, okay, so what? It's like these people, collective, that have been cut off because of their decisions and their actions towards you, collective. They keep coming up in these readings. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm really, like, seriously sick of it. Because it's like, we cut you off for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, that tells me they keep coming up in these readings trying to tell us what they're going through and how do they want sympathy? I think they want sympathy from you, collective. I think they want you to feel bad for them. Like, oh, woe is me. This is what's happening. And they know that you have a good heart. So maybe they feel like you might have some type of sympathy there. You might feel bad for them, but you can't relate because this is never who you've been. So there's no empathy there. But there's sympathy. There's a difference. I don't think they know the difference. I think they want you to empathize with them, but you've never been this. You can't really understand why anybody would move this way. You know what I mean? Why anybody would try to do people like that. So yeah, you might sympathize with them from afar. But even right now, I don't have a feeling of sympathy. It's just like, okay, you're going through this. Thank you. They don't got no love. Ugh. They feel unloved. Yeah. Like I said, they're realizing that the world they were living in was all an illusion. And that illusion has been dissolved. They're realizing that the partnership they have isn't what, the love life they have isn't it. They're realizing that whatever love they had in their life was fake. They're realizing that everything was just an illusion. And now their emotions are just like upside down. They even realizing they're not even as attractive as what they thought they were. People are realizing that about them. They're realizing that they don't really know what they thought they knew. They're not as smart as they thought they were. The love in their life wasn't really it. It wasn't what they thought it was. Like everything about their life right now, they're realizing is not. It's complete opposite. It's completely different. If not opposite, just different in some way. But right now I'm getting opposite. They thought they knew things. They thought they were like, they thought they were like super emotionally intelligent. They're not. And aren't. Not. Parental instinct isn't really all there. They really they thought they had like intuitive gifts. No. They thought that when it comes to like attraction from others, they thought that they were one thing, and they're realizing that that's not even the case. Like, people ain't really on them like that, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Give me more, please. Awakening. You see that? They're definitely going through an awakening. That's what you do, collective. You force people into awakenings. You force people into awakenings. That's what you do. And not even like force in a bad way. Just, look, dark night of the soul. That's what's happening. They're going through it, whether they liked it or not. And this don't seem like they did not want to wake up. They did not want to live in their reality. They are upset. They are enraged. They might be mad at you, collective. They might be mad at you. Somehow, some way, they might be blaming you for all of this. Take it how it resonates. Which, how you gonna do that? The Tower. This is like the worst thing that they could ever have to do. Like I said, I think they would rather be homeless and like on the street than to have to deal with this, than to have to deal with themselves internally and have people really know who they really are, to have the light shining on them and showing all of, just illuminating everything about them spiritually. I'm not even talking about physically, because they may be on the outside, like I said, they may appear to have nice clothes, be handsome or pretty or beautiful. They may have nice things, but this is something they do not want to have to deal with. They wanted to stay in their own delusional dream state, but they're having an awakening. And they're gonna sit in this for a minute, because this is a lot to unfold. This is a lot to get through. All of this, what they're going through, and the issues they have within themselves. It's a lot to get through. But it's justice. This is justice, man. They really don't know what's going to happen next with their life. But it's like I said, collective, I don't think you call justice upon this person. I think that's what you're here. I talked about this too in my last video, where someone was challenging me about why God puts people on earth, right? I said that he gives them assignments. He gives them missions to complete. Collective, this is your assignment. This is what you do to people. He puts you in unawakened people's lives. You came from a mother that was unawakened. You came from a toxic mother. So somehow, some way, you may not even be in contact with her, or somehow, some way, something that you've done has made her awaken. At least look herself in the mirror. And if you don't have a mother, your parent, whatever parent you came from, but I'm getting mother, that's how you started off. You started off coming through a toxic situation. And all throughout your life, just think about it. Leave something in the comments. Throughout your life, how have those relationships looked? Friendships. Have you always had a friend that maybe stabbed you in the back or talked about you behind your back to another friend? Have you always kind of felt like, we'll just say that. As far as relationships, have you always been cheated on, or has somebody always kind of just done you wrong in some type of way, or put you in such a low vibrational state that compromised who you really were? So it affected you and it hurt you in that way, to where you were in a situation you would have never been in. You were listening and dealing with ideologies that that just weren't who you were. Right? Did you always find yourself in situations like that? Whenever those situations ended, this is how you left people. They had to look themselves in the mirror. Every toxic situation, every toxic relationship you've been in, family, friends, romantic, you might even leave an imprint on people that you don't really know, just kind of meeting them in passing. right? You might say something. You don't know, because you don't know what kind of effect you have on people. You just really don't. And you'll never know, for real. Because how many people do you run into in your lifetime? How many people have you met in your lifetime, collective? But this is what you do. If you didn't know, not only can you see the real and the fake, we talked about that. Go a little bit further back. Not only can you read people, you also leave a lasting imprint on people. For some, it's positive, right? They'll never forget you because of the kind things you've done. And that's usually people that you just kind of met in passing, or just kind of have known you, just not really in your life. The people who were in your life close to you probably betrayed you, because those the ones closest to you. But anyway, this is what you do. And this is what's happening. That this person is going through a dark night of a soul. They're going through a tower, a spiritual tower. They're having to look at themselves in the mirror and deal with themselves. You're forcing an awakening on them. You are the wounded healer. You saw that card. Well, I don't know if you saw the card pop out. It was sitting there while I was saying my little spiel. You're the wounded healer. This is what you're doing. You've been through so much, collective. And every person you touch, every relationship you touch, you do heal these people in some type of way. Ooh, what a hard job. What a hard job. You have to be unbreakable to have this assignment. You have to be unbreakable to have to have this mission. This ain't for the weak. This assignment that you have, collective, is not for the weak, because you have to go through things with these unawakened people. You have to put up with whatever they put you through. Not only are you learning your lessons and being able to be exalted, risen to a higher level spiritually, and just every notch that every relationship that you have, I mentioned that too. Every relationship that you had adds a notch on your spiritual battery, right? So you got to go through some things as well. But as you're doing that, you're moving up, and as they have no idea. They have no idea why you're in their life, and they don't know until you leave. You were the wounded healer. They don't know. Even family members, they don't really know. They think, oh, this is just whatever. They really don't know who you are until you have a lasting impact on them, and then you remove yourself. You know, you drop a few jewels, drop some knowledge, and the ones that really appreciate you love you. They understand you. And there's people like that in your life too. Not everybody is toxic, but everybody that you encounter is unawakened in some way, shape, or form, and you've helped them, whether you know it or not. Some people are a little more unwilling to be helped than others, and that's where the lessons are a little harder, right? Kind of like if you're a parent, or if you've ever had to discipline anyone, right? Or just, yeah, I'm gonna say parent, because I'm a parent. And I'm so blessed to have a daughter that is intellectually advanced to where I've never had to physically discipline her. I can just tell her things and she understands it, and will not make the same mistake again. And then she understands that if she makes that same mistake again, that it's a choice at that point, and then that's where things start to take it up a notch. But she's always kind of kept herself at, okay, I understand if I do this again, there's going to be a different type of consequence. And she understands that and moves accordingly. See, collective, you have people in your life like that, you know, who but then you got them other kids, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Gotta tell them something 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And then sometimes they don't even listen with that. Then some people result to having to physically, you know, discipline their children. And it's just, you know, eventually something happens to where they learn their lesson. Eventually. This is eventually. Oh, y'all. What an assignment. You got to be on Unbreakable. You have to be unbreakable to have this type of assignment. This person is unbalanced. It keeps coming out. And it's like, I think manifestation in reverse keeps coming out as well. So nothing's going right in their life. They may, you know, and they don't understand. I think they know why. Give me more on this. Thank you. They need your support, collective. They need your good juju. They need your good juju. I'm starting to get a headache. I'm starting to get a headache. Right here. They're like, they're like praying and trying to manifest good luck. That's what I'm getting. They're like trying to manifest luck, which there's no such thing as luck. Take it how it resonates. There's blessings and there's consequences. There's karma. But ain't nobody out here getting lucky. Whatever anyone receives is because of how it's a reflection of who they are and the decisions they've made in life. There's no such thing as luck. Ain't nobody out here getting lucky. Even the people who gamble are supposed to win their winnings for whatever reason. It's all a blessing, never luck. They want to be happy, really. They want to be happy. They're trying to manifest good luck. So I said this is that snake that we was talking about a few days ago. The tarot cords. This is someone you cut that cord with. And when you cut that cord, there's a transformation that happened. That's what you do, collective. You're the wounded healer. When you cut cords with people, they transform. Whether you know it or not. Straight up. And I don't feel empathy. I don't feel bad for this person. You're definitely if you didn't know what your purpose was, if you didn't know what assignment God put you on, collective, if you're watching this video, if you've gotten this far in this video, this is your assignment. This is what you do. You force people into awakenings. You don't, he puts you in the lives of the unawakened, which is why you deal with a lot of toxic relationships. you go through those relationships. It could be short periods of time. It could be long periods of time. It could be family members. So it could be lifelong relationships before you start to cut people off, start cutting family members off. Either way, you definitely, they definitely become awakened after you. You're powerful, collective. Very powerful. It's like this person, again, this person don't know where to go. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Just lost. Balance. You see balance up there? It came out in reverse again. Unbalanced, lost, don't know what to do. Very emotional, very sad. Instinct card came out in reverse. Disconnect. I was going to say because the tree, this is a tree, and it was upside down. I was going to say disconnected from their roots. Then instinct came out in reverse. Disconnected, no sense, no instinct. They're disconnected. They're very disconnected, lost. Hold on. I mean, look at that. Gardener in reverse. Nothing they're doing is growing. The mask is off. All right. I mean, this whole reading was about this person. And I think the overall lesson for you, collective, is to understand that this is what you do to people. You force people into awakenings. You are the wounded healer. God puts you in relationships. You get wounded, and then you exit, and you heal them. Meanwhile, God is always healing you. That's communicator came out. This is a communicator card. It's telling me that yeah, you're definitely connected, collective. You receive messages. You see her? She's got like wings in the water and stuff like that. She's receiving treasure from this bird. You might receive messages from, you might go out and receive messages from nature, maybe do like nature walks or meditate or but what I'm saying is in emotional states, in these relationships that God puts you in, through whatever emotional state you're in, you receive the messages. That's how you receive your messages. That's how you receive your knowledge. That's what I said. You're learning your lessons as well as you elevate. Every time you end a karmic situation, every time you end it, you experience it, and you move on from it, there's a message that comes in there. There's a lesson in there, right? And also, in the meantime, those who you leave behind are waking up from whatever delusion, illusion, dream state that they were in. And sometimes it's hard for them. I think at some point they will come around and realize that, I don't know if people ever realize that it's ever you, collective, that's really done that. You definitely shake some things up. People definitely have to sit with themselves and deal with what's inside of them. I mean, I can keep going. I'll take one more from here, and then we'll start to wrap this up. I'm getting that these lessons happen to individuals who disrupt peace in people's lives, who are afraid to sit with themselves and to look in the mirror at themselves. And you may not see that on the outside, collective, when you meet them, because again, they could come off as very much so put together. These are people who also, I'm hearing don't believe in God the Father is the authority of all things. Maybe people that think that they have, like I said, people who are trying to manifest luck, right? People who believe in luck versus believing in blessings. That's who people who need a mentor. These are like lost souls, is what I'm getting. You've encountered a lot of lost souls, collective. Can you wake them up? What an assignment. What an assignment that is. You have to be unbreakable to be going out here in the 3D. This is the contract that your soul signed before coming here, You know, they say your soul signs a contract before coming to earth. You agreed to this life. What a powerful assignment. And that's probably why you've always wanted to help people, collective. You probably always had the innate feeling to want to be there for others and help people, because that's who you are also in the spiritual world. You signed this contract to come into this world to be a mentor to the lost souls. And however you said, by any means necessary is what I'm hearing. You're going to teach these lost souls you're going to awaken these lost souls. That is your gift, is to awaken lost souls. This ain't for everybody. But if you made it this far, this is for you. Just sit, think about it. Think about who you are and how you really are as a person. Are you always wanting to help people? Are you always wanting to somehow give people advice? Somehow, you know what I mean? Have you always been in karmic situations? No one's perfect. Let's be clear, because again, you learned your lessons as well. No one's perfect. But at the end of that, were you always the one getting the shorter end of the stick? That's because that's your by any means necessary internal attitude. By any means necessary. Like my dream, like I was in there and I was fighting off evil spirits that were trying to take over. In that dream, it was definitely in my household, right? But I was willing to stand up to that and basically force them out. Like I was a protector. Forcing out evilness, forcing out in that dream I felt like that was the spirit of fear and doubt. Forced that out of my daughter, and then it went into another man that I don't know who that man was supposed to be. I didn't recognize the face. I didn't recognize the face, but this was powerful. Any more? Yeah, the things you tell people are like the things you tell people are the things that you know, which is, everything happens for a reason, everything happens in divine timing. That's the type of stuff you wake them up. You wake them up. Like I said, this person was trying to manifest luck. That shows impatience. That, you know what I mean? That, like, if it's not coming to you, you can't chase things. If it's not coming to you, then it's not for you. Whatever's for you will come to you. You will attract. Whatever's for you in that moment, you will attract. And that's why you got to get yourself together internally so that you're attracting the right things. But whatever you're supposed to have will be in your life. Whatever you're supposed to be going through will be happening in your life for a reason. And that's the stuff you tell people. Choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make shuts down doors, but also opens several doors, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. What I say? There's no such thing as luck. Whatever comes to you is because it's a result and a reflection of who you are as a person and the decisions you made in life. Choice is the most powerful thing you have. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. This person was over here trying to manifest good luck. I don't know how that even happens. That's just very, very that's the very, very basic way to say it. But what I'm getting from that is maybe trying to use some type of magic. Not natural, they didn't go spiritually with it. They did it in an alternate way, like a less authentic way. And collective, you're not alone in this. And I think you know that. You're not alone in your assignment. That's why you've become unbreakable. That's why you've made it through all these toxic situations. Spirit says that you're not alone. They've got your back. They're always speaking to you through messages, sending you messages. That's it. I'm taking more. And I'm going to call it. Interesting reading. You are the healer. You see it. Yeah, when you exit out of people's lives, you plant seeds. Seeds of healing. That's what you do. Let's I'm gonna end with this. You see, this it says storyteller, but I'm gonna get deeper into the card. You see this little innocent girl? She's telling this scary monster a story. The monster is scared with the blanket up. See this little innocent telling this scary monster a story? That's you, collective. You tell these people that are lost. Some of them are evil. Some of them are monsters. You're so powerful. Your stories are so real. The information you give them scares them. Scares some of the most scary people out here. When I say scary, intimidating people. People who come off like they are one thing, but they're really scared. People who come off... I said this person was mad that everyone knew that they're not who they said they are. This person is coming off as a monster, but this girl is really she looking at the monster like, what are you afraid? It's just a story. Why are you so afraid? She's the brave one. The monster is like really scary. A scaredy cat. That's who you deal with, collective. You look at people and you're like, oh, so you come off as a monster, but you really scared of the truth. Oh, so you're not really who you appear to be. Oh, like, look at her. She's like, okay. I thought you were a monster, but interesting. Anyway, that is the reading. That is the message. If it resonates, drop something in the comments, please. I would love to see how this resonates with you, collective. I would love to see it. I would love to hear it. Because this was for somebody. But I provide the message of love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. You have to, because that's the assignment and that's the mission God has put you on. You are a wounded healer. You force people into awakenings, and in order to do that, you have to deal with toxic environments, toxic relationships, monsters. You have to be able to look and face those demons head on and force them out of your life. Force those demons out of however you do it. You're forcing demons out of people's lives. You are a protector. You heal people internally. That's your mission. That's your purpose. Remain unbreakable. Until next time. Bye.